Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever met a guy who wasn't the best looking, wasn't the richest, wasn't even that confident, but somehow the girl just couldn't stop thinking about him? Like even after he's gone, she still remembers him, still feels something, still smiles for no reason? Now, here's the truth most men don't understand. It's not about what you do. It's about how you make her feel in small, unnoticed moments. And today I'm going to break down something most guys completely miss when it comes to attraction and emotional imprinting. Because sometimes it's not big gestures. It's the smallest, quietest moments that stay in a woman's mind the longest. By the way, this is Rizard, your love mentor, breaking down the psychology of attraction. Now listen carefully, because what I'm about to share isn't just dating advice. It's psychology, it's emotional wiring, and it's the difference between being forgettable and being the guy she randomly thinks about at 2 a.m. Hello everyone! Welcome back. Today we're not talking about cheesy pickup lines. We're talking about something deeper. Why some men leave a lasting emotional impact on women, even without trying too hard. And I want you to understand something first. The female brain doesn't remember intensity alone. It remembers association, emotion, and timing. That means a simple moment can become powerful if it hits the right emotional trigger. So let's break this down in a more real human way. No fake alpha male stuff. Just psychology, attraction, and human behavior. But before we continue, comment down below where you're watching from. I want to know how far this video is reaching. And if you're not subscribed yet, you already know what to do. Now, let's continue. Point number 1. The back. The place of comfort and safety. Let's start with something most guys underestimate. The back. Not in literal romantic move way, but in what it represents psychologically. The back is associated with relief. Think about it. In real life, what does the women experience in daily stress? Work pressure, social pressure, emotional exhaustion, mental load. So when she finally feels safe enough to relax around someone, her body literally starts to lower its guard. Psychologically speaking, this is called parasympathetic activation. The body's relaxation's response. And here's the interesting part. Attraction doesn't always start with excitement. Sometimes it starts with safety, because when a woman feels emotionally safe, her brain links that person to comfort, and comfort turns into attachment. So when a guy knows how to make her feel calm, protected, and unbothered, he doesn't just become a guy she likes. He becomes a safe place in her memory. And trust me, safe places are very hard to forget. But now, let's go deeper, because comfort alone is not what makes someone unforgettable. There's another layer. So, point number 2, the back of the knee. The unexpected trigger. Now, this one is interesting. The human brain is wired to notice novelty. Meaning, when someone is slightly unexpected but is still safe, the brain pays more attention. It stores it deeper. There's actually a psychological term for this. It's called the novelty reward effect. Basically, the brain releases more emotional memory signals when something feels different from routine. So what does that mean in real life? It means small unexpected moments stands out more than predictable ones. Because most people repeat the same patterns. Same conversation, same energy, same behavior. But someone who understands timing, attention, and emotional contrast stands out. And here's the truth most men don't realize. Women don't remember perfect. They remember different. The guy who made her feel something she couldn't easily explain. That's the guy who stays in her head. Even if it was just a small moment. Even if it didn't look like anything special from the outside. Be honest with me. Have you ever had someone you couldn't explain why you remember them? Yeah, that's psychology at work. Number 3, the nape or neck area. Emotional awareness and presence. Now, let's talk about the most emotionally sensitive area in terms of human attention. Not physically, but psychologically, the neck area represents awareness and emotional sensitivity. Why? Because it's close to the brain's emotional processing system. When someone is close to your personal space, your brain automatically becomes more alert. Not necessarily in a negative way, but in a heightened awareness way. This is where psychology gets interesting. Attraction increases when there is emotional tension, physical awareness, and controlled pacing. Not chaos, not rushing, but intentional presence. Because presence is powerful. When a man is fully present, not distracted, not rushing, not trying too hard, the woman's brain reads that as this person is different. And different is what gets remembered. So it's not about doing more. It's about being fully there in the moment. That's what creates emotional imprinting. Here's something most men misunderstand. Women don't just respond to action. They respond to emotional interpretation of those actions. Two guys can do the same things, but one is forgotten and one stays in her head for weeks. Why? Because one was mechanical, the other one intentional. And intention creates emotional weight. Let's be real, some guys are just doing copy-paste romance. Same lines, same moves, same energy from TikTok. And they don't wonder why nothing sticks. So here's the truth I want you to remember. Being memorable is not about intensity. It's about emotional precision. It's about knowing when to speak, when to stay quiet, and when to simply be present. Because in attraction psychology, the deepest connections are not loud. They are felt. And once a woman feels something deeply connected to you, she doesn't need reminders. She remembers you automatically. So that's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. This is Rizard, your love mentor, helping you master the art of attraction and female psychology. And before you go, if this made you think differently about attraction, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. Because I read your comments and might just break down your question in the next video. Bye-bye!